And we're live. Hell yeah. Welcome. No one's here yet, so, we're gonna have to wait a minute for people to kind of join, but, hello there. Bait? Jonathan. Your name is Jonathan. Hello there, Jonathan. Well, yeah, what do you mean bait titles? This isn't a bait title at all. Ichigo is just a lot stronger than most people think he is. Bait? Jonathan. Ah, crap. Okay, one second. There we go. But yeah. The low multi-bleach scaling? That's what I think, honestly. That's just objective in my opinion. I think that's just what is happening in the story. Like, Yuha is gonna destroy the Soul Society, the living world. There's a third realm that I can't remember at this point in time, but yeah. Like, that's just objective in my opinion. But whatever, people are weird. God. No, don't do it. No, not again. Okay. Ichigo's like 60. That's crazy. There. Okay, we'll put you down in the corner. But yeah, that's that. Ichigo is much... People are calling him stronger than Goku. Ah, hell nah. Not stronger than Goku. Yeah. Let me take care of it. Hello there, Mr. Dio. End of series Ichigo versus end of series Mark. Even if you buy into like the universal Invincible stuff, which in my opinion, I'm still kind of trying to think about that, but even if you do buy into that, I low-key don't think that you can argue like anyone in Invincible over Ichigo, in my opinion. That's just me, though. Nah, Yawek isn't... Yawek... Ugh. Yeah, no, I don't think Yahoo is fucking high hyper. That's crazy. Current Krillin versus Ichigo? You can scale Krillin to like low complex multiversal. I don't know if... like, Ichigo might have that scaling. You can argue it, but like it's a pretty tall order in my opinion. It's not like Mark can even see Ichigo in the first place. That is also an issue Because, you know, obviously in Bleach, everyone's a spirit and no one can really see each other, so that would probably be the biggest issue with that kind of detail. Low complex multi. You scale him off base Goku. I mean, it's a little Nezzy uploaded a new video. That's crazy. How do you get Gojo to relativistic to light speed or faster than light? It mainly has to do with scaling from Kashimo. That'd be your best bet. Although, you could even argue that Gojo's perception speed is faster than light. Hold on. Gojo perception. Yeah, Gojo perception speed. There's a calc for this that gets it to, like, relativistic. There's a calc on versus battle that isn't the greatest. It does have some issues. But I had a friend correct it for me, and it got it to relativistic, so... Yeah, even Gojo's perception... This was pre-Shinjuku, by the way, so... Yeah, he clashed with a holding back Goku, but, like, wait, so... Ichigo 60, wait a minute. Ichigo transcends Aizen, who transcended 4D beings like Yamamoto. Oh. Some people argue that's just flowery language. It's not really meant to be taken seriously. You know, I have my own opinions on this, but you can go about it however you want to, in my opinion. I think it's so funny whenever people try and complain about fucking Bleach on Twitter, because you can tell they didn't watch the series. It's not flowery language. I mean, hey, if you think that Ichigo is like 6th dimensional, you know, like 100%. Ichigo has better hacks. What can Ichigo do, dog? Like, tell me what Ichigo does. Because he, as much as I love Ichigo, he is kind of just an AP merchant. Ah, holy shit, fucking, okay. Krillin is much stronger than you think. Okay. We might need to do a Krillin stream. Thank you very much for the double donation, Mr. Malevolent Sponge. But yeah, Krillin, honestly, is like 4D at least. Like, honestly, in my opinion, he would, like, absolutely manhandle, like, Buuhan and Kid Buu at this point in Dragon Ball Super, in my honest opinion. But it's a little, you know, apparently, you know, some people don't think so, so you could debate it if you wanted to. Right there. Yeah, there we What are my thoughts on the Simon versus Kyle death battle? Oh, holy shit. Aizen's in the fuck... Krillin versus Saitama? Krillin got that 100%. Krillin got that 100%. I don't even think Ichigo can beat Kid Buu, to be honest. Honestly, you might be cooking, but low-key, that's just because Kid Buu is, like, really fucking busted, not because Ichigo is weak. Kid Buu. No, they were talking about like Ichigo versus Kid Buu. But yeah, Saitama isn't even beating. How does the Bancho fan work against Infinity? How strong would Ichigo be if he had Ki in the Dragon Ball verse? Let's see. Honestly, I think that Ichigo is probably like... probably the highest you could get him is with those Dragon Ball Super tiers. Like the really early stuff. I'm not talking like... And even then, that's kind of dubious in my opinion. I suppose if you do believe in like legitimately 6th dimensional Bleach, then like, yeah... he would kind of clear most of Super, honestly. He'd be a Tournament of Power top tier, unironically. Classic Sonic has multiversal scaling? Yeah, 100% he does. Absolutely. Let's see. Saitama versus Gear 5 Luffy. What? Where did we get Luffy from? We're gonna do a Luffy stream, and it's gonna be like, Luffy is weaker than you think. Saitama may be weak compared to versus like Dragon Ball and Bleach. Yeah. Saitama's clearing all... Like, Saitama, honestly, he's like that perfect mid-ground. Like, on one side, you got like... you got Dragon Ball, Bleach, Spawn is wrecking Ichigo. What are you talking about? Why would you set my boy up like that? How high is Supersonic with a no limits fallacy? I don't know. The infinity statement isn't a no limits fallacy. So normally where he would be anyway. Saitama versus Kid Buu. Kid Buu is turning Saitama into chocolate, unironically. Does Ichigo solo? Ichigo solo what? Arale versus Popeye? You probably can't beat Popeye, honestly. Arale... most gag matches usually end in like a tie. People say he's the strongest in the big three. Luffy? The strongest in the big three? What are you talking about? You'd have to downplay Ichigo and Naruto to some pretty abysmal levels. Like, you'd have to say that Ichigo is like a hill buster, and Naruto's like maybe island level. Yeah, 100%. Popeye versus Wukong? Wukong, 100%. It's not even... Goku is destroying LeBron James. Honestly, I might need to make like a live stream about that one picture. where it's like Goku with a good meal versus LeBron with the Chaos Emeralds, the Infinity Stones, no 100 years of prep time, no bad coaches, in his prime, no bad coaches or teammates, versus Goku not holding back with a good meal. That's just really funny to me. Orihime or Sakura? Wait a minute. Who is Orihime? We're talking about the same one, right? The one from Bleach? How old is she? I gotta be careful, because apparently these characters are way younger than they look. Like, I thought Ichigo was like a grown man for a while, and it's like, he's 16. What are you talking about? Okay, so by 2015, she is 29 years old. So, that is the version of Orihime I am referring to when I say she absolutely obliterates Sakura. But year 5 has student. What if you shut the fuck up? Do you think if Naruto fused with his entire verse, would they stand a chance against Goku? That's basically Naruto with every jutsu versus Goku. The issue is that Goku is still destroying him, in my opinion. Naruto versus Luffy. Naruto destroys Luffy. What are you talking about? Never really understood it when people ask those kind of questions, because, like, what do you really expect me to say in the big 25? Oh, well, you know, maybe Luffy has... No, absolutely not. Not even close. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Luffy is by far the weakest of the big three. This isn't up for debate, in my honest opinion. But whatever. Oh, someone asked me Madara versus Kaido. Madara got that. That's like the first fight Madara won. 500 Ichigos versus 1 base Goku. If you buy 6D Bleach, you know, maybe even 1 Ichigo is enough, but if you're a little more, I don't want to say reasonable, if you're a little more conservative, Ichigo probably isn't beating Goku, even with 500 versions of himself. But that is just my opinion. To each their own and all that. Dandadan, fuck Dandadan. Fuck Dandadan. I fucking hate Dandadan. Fucking hell, fuck that dumbass shit. Byakuya versus Itachi? Who's Byakuya? Byakuya Kichiki. Kuchiki? Oh, Kuchiki. Bakia Kuchiki. From... They're a member of he's a member of the Espada, right? Honestly, I think Itachi got that, but that's just what I know, personally. Oh, based! We got the Invincible scaler here. What's up, GOAT? Ichigo versus Naruto and Luffy? Someone asked me that, and, yeah, someone asked me Ichigo versus Naruto and Luffy. That's just Ichigo versus Naruto featuring Luffy, dog. Luffy's not doing anything to Ichigo. Legitimately, Goku versus the Big Three. That's just Goku versus Ichigo and Naruto featuring Luffy from Devil May Cry. Luffy is never, like, contributing to any of these kinds of fights, honestly. And it's kind of weird that people think he is. Like, honestly, low-key. The Glen Raiders? Who the fuck is Glen Raiders? From fucking Rokaku? I don't know what this anime is, so fair enough. Maybe it's one of those weirdly overpowered ones like Fate, excuse me, or Code Geass. Did you even watch Bleach? Well, shut up. He looks like he's part of the Espada. Okay, my bad, you know. I haven't seen Bleach front to back, if I can be honest. Seen most of it, but I haven't seen it front to back all the way through. Kind of like Naruto. I've seen less Naruto than 90 DMC. Is One Piece overrated? Yes, 100%. That's not even a contest in my opinion. Let's see. Creepypasta versus Goku. Goku got that 100%. Probably the only issue would be, like, maybe Aizen versus Wukong. Dog, Wukong is obliterating Aizen. And Ichigo versus Aizen, like a rematch. Probably Aizen again. Luffy is the strongest thing on the planet after he defeated Kaido. Oh yeah, it's the Universal Plus Luffy wank. Universal Plus and slower than light? That's crazy. Alien X does not solo One Piece. Byakuga Ichiki is in the first 50 episodes. I watched until like episode 60 of Bleach and got hit with like a massive block of filler, so... I can't be the only one who kind of looked at that and went, maybe later, maybe not now. I've been reading the manga for Bleach recently, though, so, you know, if that's any consolation. Also, low-key, a lot of Bleach characters kind of look similar, dog. Like, I can't be the only one who kind of thought this when I kind of first started reading the series. Everyone's like dripped the fuck out, but it's mainly down to their hair color. If we can be realistic here, like. Do you think Boros versus Battle Beast? Even if you didn't want to take into account the higher tiers of Bleach, not Bleach, the higher tiers of Invincible scaling, like that wouldn't even be close, man. Like legitimately, like really think about that for a second. Battle Beast is so much faster than Boros that even if Boros is like a little bit stronger, it's not gonna matter. What arc of Naruto could Luffy beat? If you're being generous, current Luffy is maybe like kind of up there with the top tiers during like the 4th Great Ninja War, in my opinion. Not AP though. Large Planetary is inconsistent in my opinion. For who? For what? Has Goku ever handled Toon Force in his own series, not counting Arale? Why would you say not counting Arale, dog? That's like the prime example. But even if you wanted to discount, you know, Arale, Goku has fought other gag characters before and kind of stalemated them. So yeah, it's not close, in my opinion. It is kind of that point where it's like Goku has multiple examples of him taking on other gag characters. It's really not even close. Boros at best wanked scales to Cosmic Garo at Solar System. Yeah, I never liked that scaling. That's honestly kind of that's like the most dog-ass scaling I think I've ever seen in my life. The Uni Luffy scale that you sent, that would be really cool if people scaled to their devil fruits, which is extremely debatable. Like, you could honestly argue it's all just hacks based. Like, universal hacks is one thing, but that doesn't scale to AP. And even if you did want to kind of generalize it to, you know, AP, excuse me. This stuff is good though, because it does. The strongest man alive. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, so honestly, I don't really buy this, if I can be entirely honest. But you know, to each their own. The star statement is a mistranslation. That's actually slightly misleading. Technically, the kanji used in the Boros statement you're referring to is Hoshi, which translates to a celestial body. It can refer to a meteor, a planet, or a star, but it's often translated as star. So, low-key, it's really up to the imagination, whatever that means, honestly. Excuse me. Is Saitama actually 4D? Not in my opinion, but, you know, to each their own. Did you know Death Battle brought up galaxy-level Bleach in their Sukuna vs. Kenpachi live debate last year? No, yeah, 100%. Even Versus Battle has Bleach at galaxy level. And Versus Battle is always a downplay, so honestly, in my opinion, you know, kind of hard to, like, honestly, I, like, low-key, I think that it's not even close. You know, people be wildin', people be peoplein', and people will always be peoplein'. Bonkai! Vaste Lorde Ichigo. Bonkai. 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 But yeah, hold on. But yeah, Versus Battle actually has Ichigo at multi-galaxy level, so, you know, to each their own. Goku with every ability in the verse versus the big three with every ability in the verse. Equal stats, who you got winning? What are you talking about, huh? Were there multipliers to Ichigo's forms? I don't know, dog. There's some, like, Bankai statements you can use. Like, Bankai is, like, 5 to 10 times. Ichigo also doesn't really have his forms anymore, from what I've seen, anyway. He has the merged hollow form, I think? Maybe? I need to read Bleach. I'm gonna read Bleach front to back. Well, I'm reading Bleach right now, but I'm gonna read it front to back. Excuse me. Who is a good matchup for end of series Invincible? I don't know, dog. Honestly, low-key, Invincible is one of those weird series where all the matchups are either super one-sided or not fitting. Like, Gohan versus Mark is really funny. I get a kick out of Gohan versus Mark. Low-key, Mark versus Gohan would be the most hilarious death battle ever. Not even close. Negative tip. Kashimo versus Aqua from Konosuba. Who the fuck is Aqua? Y'all recommend me the most random characters. I swear if it's the... Ah, fuck, it's this fucking thing. Not Konosuba. Diamond Bolt said this was basically porn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch, you know, hentai. I'm a real man. I watch men. I should not finish that sentence, but... Yeah, I do not really watch that. Yeah, no, if you want to send more Bleach stuff, 100%. That's all you. Go ahead. Yeah. I don't know. Usually these streams are weird because no one ever, like, everyone's just kind of like, oh, well, Ichigo, like, the last stream, the Naruto stream, it was like, oh, well, Naruto's stronger than we thought. Well, I mean, I think he's pretty strong. So, yeah. Gets to a point where it's kind of like, well, yeah. One second. Ugh, I'm back. This music is very slow. As good as it is. And I always like the Dreamcast Sonic music better. Honestly, I think the Dreamcast might be my favorite. Kinda, like Station Square. Incredible. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. There we are. Ichigo versus the Ninjago verse. I don't know, dog. Ichigo and Rukia in Expedition 33. I don't know. No, I can't play Live and Learn, unfortunately. MCU Thanos with the Infinity Stones versus Madara. I want to say Thanos does kind of outstat. Do you think Goku has a chance against the Marvel and DC versus? In my opinion, yes. When someone does finally get like a consistent good scale for those two series, you know, then maybe. But I kind of talked about this last stream. There is no consistent stream for, or no consistent scaling for Marvel or DC. So it's kind of useless to argue in the end. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Stream crashed? No, it didn't. Stop it. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Madara, he can put it in a genjutsu. Okay, and? That doesn't mean anything, dog, if I can be real with you for a second. Apparently, fucking Sonic music has been getting copyright claimed in some of the streams, so maybe it isn't the safest thing to listen to, but honestly, it's honestly just as easy as saying, hey, can we kind of erase that from the stream? Can we kind of... Damn. Sega really hates me. They copyrighted the fuck out of my fucking JJK's Planetary stream, god damn. Warlords versus the Akatsuki? The Akatsuki got that, dog. 100%. Even Death Battle seems to agree with you as they lose to scale Marvel and DC to infinite dimensional, but now they scale high complex and hyper Death Battle. Honestly, yeah, there you go. There's the thing. There's not really any kind of like consistent scale for these kind of comics. That's probably the biggest issue. I already said that, but yeah, that is the issue with this stuff. You know, like 100%, if there was a consistent scale, or like any level of a through line for these characters and how strong they are and all that stuff, but there isn't. There just isn't, and that's the problem. There we are. Okay, we got the one I like. Yo, Sonic Maurice Hedgehog. Which is better, Bankai or Domain Expansion? Honestly, if you gave Ichigo a Domain Expansion, I think he'd do much better, in my opinion. Like, low-key, if it's like an equal stats fight, I think a Domain Expansion does a lot more for you than a Bankai would. That's just my personal opinion, though. To each their own and all that. Bankai is a lot more fun to say, though. Bankai! MHA wouldn't survive the Invincible War? Probably not, but, you know. It's interesting. They really said Ultra Ego Vegeta loses to Thor. They didn't scale either character properly in that one, so that's each their own. How far would the big three villains, Madara, Kaido, and Aizen, get through Dragon Ball as a team? That's just Aizen with Madara featuring Kaido. Honestly. Can you debunk that Daima Vegeta versus Shadow Vegeta because the last stream died? I did it before the last stream died. That's the thing. That's why I was kind of like, well, at least it didn't cut off at like an important part. Like, we all know that the Otherworld stuff that they featured in that video is complete wank. We all know this. Everyone's smart enough to understand that. You know, the scaling that they did for Shadow, the nothing they did. Does Raditz solo One Piece? Yes, he does, 100%. In my personal opinion. That my opinion has not changed on that since I released my video. If anything, it's only gotten more consistent in my opinion. But you know, do a song battle? The fuck is a song battle, dog? Kaido gets cooked by Kid Goku. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Kaido is not helping Madara or Aizen, in my opinion. And then, like, Madara kind of caps out at the Saiyan Saga, if I'm being honest. And that kind of leaves Aizen to do all of the heavy lifting, debatably up to maybe the Tournament of Power, depending on how you scale. Where do I scale Sun Wukong? Boundless. 100% boundless. I'd say that Marvel and DC is consistently multiversal. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. But, like, you know, even Goku is above that. Like, most underrated verse in terms of power scaling? Chainsaw Man. 100%. A cliched answer, but, you know, that is just my opinion. Does Mario solo Invincible? Yeah, but you know, it was lagging. It wasn't lagging, dog. I watch my streams on my phone to make sure that all the performance, to make sure the performance is fine. It wasn't lagging. If he just ignores her, yeah, that's the thing. Madara versus Aizen? Yeah, Aizen destroys Madara. I've never understood the Madara fanboys that kind of think that he stands any kind of chance, honestly. That is just my opinion, though. Yeah, whatever. Roger versus Hashirama. Does Roger scales to Whitebeard, right? So, yeah. You can maybe make an argument for Roger, but Hashirama's got the wood style, right? So, you know what? Honestly, Hashirama. Fuck One Piece. My honest opinion. Madara defeats Aizen? No, he doesn't. What are you talking about? Get out of here. Stupid ass. Some people. Aizen doesn't make it out of the Saiyan Saga? Oh yeah, you're the same guy saying that Madara beats Aizen, so get out of here. Was there not an entire stream of Aizen scaling? Yeah. Yeah, there was. They didn't watch it, apparently. We'll do it again, because for some reason people can't seem to get it through their heads that Aizen is just built different, constructed uniquely, built wrong. Aizen does not belong in any verse, honestly. Man is way too powerful. People are always like, oh, people always try to kind of bump this shit up, and it's always like, no, the reason is because of hacks. Madara versus Aizen is battle hacks. No, it's not. And even in Death Battle, the last moments was them tricking each other and cheating death through. No, wrong. Oh, holy shit. Okay, thank you very much. Lilos Adventure. Everyone, Malevolent Sponge and Lilos Adventure are the absolute. The issue with One Piece wank, though, is... Why am I lagging? I don't know, dog. I'm not lagging on my phone. Stream froze, didn't hear you. Don't care. Like, I check this shit beforehand. I'm not lagging. My stream is perfectly fine on my phone. And my phone's from, like, 2018, so I don't want to hear it. Like, 2018, so I don't want to hear it. A live stream debate I don't know, sure. Yeah, shut the fuck up about the fucking... One second. Let me go verify something. Okay, we should be fine. Shut up about the fucking lag, dog. Again, watching the stream on my phone to make sure there isn't lag or anything. My phone is fine. My phone's from like 2020, dog. You'll be fine. I guess if you're watching it on a toaster, maybe, but whatever. We should live stream debate. Death Battle was so generous to Aizen and Ichigo. No, they weren't, dog. What are you talking about? They didn't even scale Ichigo past the Espada. That's not generous at all. That's terrible. Let's do One Piece versus Raditz. Okay, sure. I'm gonna win. like I've seen some wank before in my life, okay? Like, I've been around the block a couple times. I know there's some crazy One Piece skills that don't matter. They don't count. They do not matter. Ichigo low-key not stronger than I think. Maybe if you think that Ichigo is like, you know, like, fucking... Add me on Discord. Dog, I'm doing an Ichigo stream. I'm not doing a Raditz stream. So yeah, I'm not doing a Raditz stream right now. This is the Ichigo stream. Oh yeah, that does remind me though. I do need to add my... I do need to throw up the Discord link invite thing. This is funny. This. Yeah. Ichigo is not above planetary. Me when I lie. Me when I lie through my teeth. Ichigo's fighting Yuha, right? And Yuha was gonna destroy the Soul Society. He was gonna destroy the. Let's see what else he was gonna fuck shit up. Yeah, he was gonna destroy the Soul. Ichigo, one hand, no hack, same level versus Tanjiro at their peak. Dog, you could probably make it like equal stats. Ichigo, blinded, deaf, no arms, no legs. He has to use the mouth for his Zanpakuto. And he's still probably... Am I ducking the debate? No. I'm not ducking the debate, I just don't want to do it right now. What are you talking about? This is why I don't do debates, dog. This debate culture is so fucking toxic. You want to debate? Oh yeah, I'll debate you, just not right now. Oh, so you're ducking? No, dog. I just have other things to do at this moment in time. What are you talking about? But yeah, you could probably have it so that, like, Ichigo is fighting with no arms, no legs, equal stats, blinded, deaf, with he has to use like his Zanpakuto in his mouth. And honestly, Ichigo's probably still winning that. Found the 9th versus the Fallen Part 3 on TikTok. Fucking TikTok. Fucking dicklock. I'm so immature. Kamu Toke. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the first time I've been on TikTok in a while, dog, so low key, my activity's kind of swamped. And like low key, these are all people I'm not responding to. Dog, what do you mean I have 30 messages? I have plus 10 friend requests from all these random people, dog. Probably wanting me to debunk videos and stuff, honestly, so, you know, fair enough. But yeah. Oh, holy fucking shit, okay. Hello there, iPick. No. Stop it. I know what your game was yesterday. The answer is no. Could SpongeBob bypass Gojo's Infinity? You'd kind of have to argue that SpongeBob either has like a higher tier of speed scaling, or that he has some sort of way to cut through space-time, or just even regular space, honestly. I do think it's possible, though, to be fair. But you could debate that. But yeah, you could definitely 100% argue it. Don't do it again. I know your game, and you better not. I swear to God. The Quickster. Oh yeah, equal powers, no powers, equal stats, Ichigo versus Trunks. So I'm assuming this is kind of like a sword fight, kind of thing. Ugh. No one ever talks about Grammy. Well, maybe because he was low-key getting kind of cooked by Kenpachi. That's probably the issue. The fight was awesome. You know, that was pretty rad. Seth energy. What do you mean Seth energy? That scares me. Don't say that. Yeah, but that's Kenpachi. Yeah, 100%. Kenpachi is awesome, dog. What's my Clash Royale deck? I don't know. I don't play mid. The best I can say is that Bleach is low multi. Yeah, that's like low key. That's kind of where I have Bleach. You can argue, kind of like you know, like 5D and 6D Bleach, but not the most concrete kind of stuff. What's the craziest and also dumbest feat you've seen performed by a cartoon character? Entire stream copies his format. This is how most streamers stream now, dog. What are you talking about? Oh, also, Anakin's feat of overpowering the living embodiments of the light and the dark, really a universal feat. It does depend on your interpretation. So, in the Legends continuity, the sister and the brother are deities, actually. They're not living embodiments of the Force. And deities are below even the Force in that kind of situation, so. Low-key, probably the... Low-key, no. It is a little more ambiguous in the Spawn versus Denji. I don't know, Spawn. Like, what are you talking about, dog? Why did I say that Ichigo is above planetary? Just because I know how Bleach is scaled properly. I read Bleach. Can you make a video on Game Sonic versus the 13 Dragon Ball movies? No. Why would you set up why would you set up movie Goku like that? Movie Goku is not beating Bleach. Or not beating movie Goku is not beating Sonic. I'm not saying anything controversial here either. Like, most people would agree with me. But yeah. What even is Star Wars Legends? To be honest, I'm not interested in the debate anymore. Good. Neither am I. Which is better, the 6 size or the Sharingan? I think the 6 size, but the... No. Okay. Okay, good. Last done, I swear. Good. Do not do it. As much as I am very grateful for what happened yesterday, you know, there's only so much I can take, but... how far does Tien go if he runs the Bleach Gauntlet? Obviously, the two biggest issues you're gonna run into, obviously, is like base number 5. Is obviously Aizen and Kenpachi, not Kenpachi. Kenpachi maybe, but yeah, the obvious picks for an issue for him would be definitely Yuha and Aizen, just objectively. Cool. Where should we put this one? Move you down a little this way. We'll put you there. Kind of make this one. As much as I appreciate this, we have to shrink it down a little bit. We have to move this one. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fair. But yeah. Great idea. Be rude to your YouTube peers with bigger channels than you. I don't care. When have I ever... Hold on. Let me look at you. Let me look at you. Lilo's Adventure? 1 second. How do you... Okay. Rude for no reason will lose opportunities for you. Okay. And... Dog, what do you mean bigger than me? You have 23,000 subscribers, I have 24,000 subscribers. And clearly you haven't been on this channel before, man. I take pot shots at everyone, all the time. Like, Lonks takes, let's see. He's at like 70k, right? I can't spell his name right. Hold on one second. Yeah, Lonks takes is like 68k. We've all been here a few times. Goji Chronic. You know, Goji Chronic, how big is Goji? He's like he's at 70k, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, like 73k. You know, we've visited his channel a few times. We've kind of like, I have never kind of been afraid of like taking shots at bigger channels than me because they're just people. Why be rude to strangers? Because it's funny. I think it's hilarious. No, I gotta stop being mean. I don't mean to be rude. Well, okay, that's a lie. Sometimes I mean to be rude. Not this time. Low key, I can't even remember what really happened, but you know, like at this point, you know, at this point, me. Yeah, low key. I don't need to collab with anyone who kind of flexes the channel sizes. Like, if you have 20k or 20 million views versus my 4 million views, like, okay. Like, I'm perfectly content sitting over here with my kind of little channel by myself. Like, what? Do you want me to get on my knees now and kind of, like, suck your... Like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, dog. Look at our average stream views. No. Oh, let's see. I've been pretty consistently getting like 1,000 views per stream. Oh, let's see. Like, why do you need to kind of like flex your, you know, bigger channel on me? Yeah, like 1,000 views, 3.4 thousand. Like, you know, good for you. It's like, yeah, it's like it's higher than mine. Don't care though. You also upload. Oh no, I was about to say you upload more consistently than me, but seems not. Oh well. But yeah. It was a flex. That's the issue, dog. That's why I'm kind of beefing right now. Because you, for some reason, thought that I would, like, grovel or something as soon as you kind of flexed your channel count or your subscriber count. And, like, no. I'm not going to do that. Because, in truth, I don't care how big you are. That's just not my fucking... Like, that's not my priority. You know, I'm so humble, you know. I'm like... I do this for the love of the game, like... But yeah. I do appreciate it. We really don't have to glaze me just because someone else is kind of, you know, taking shots at me. It's fine. Rude from the start. Okay. I don't really see how I was rude. Honestly. Like, maybe I'm just being autistic, but... You know, low-key, I was kind of like, okay, I'll debate you, but not right now. I'm doing something right now. And then, low-key, like, I think you kind of got onto me for that. Like... And then I kind of told you, like, this is why I don't like debate culture, because it's so toxic, and everyone's always like, fucking, oh, so you're ducking? Like, you called me a ducker because I said I didn't want to debate right now. So, you know, I'm not saying you were rude. At the same time, though, it's a little strange. It's a little weird, you know, when you look at it like that. But yeah, to each their own, I suppose. The fuck? Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, there we go. Bro, it's just unremarkable being unremarkable. Like, here's the thing, okay? I said this a while ago, but I'll remind everyone again because, you know, it has been a little bit, to be fair. When it comes to debates, I will 100% always debate you for free, no questions asked. The issue is that usually when someone wants to debate me, I am doing something. And it kind of becomes an issue of like, okay, well, can I please have a little bit? It's like, oh, you ducker, you're ducking, you know you'll lose. And I'm like, no, dog, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying I'm saying I can't debate right now. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, you just fucking pussy, you just don't want to debate right now. It's like, no, I don't want to debate right now because I'm doing something. But whatever, you know, it's not that important. It's not that crazy. And that's kind of... Where the fuck did that... Oh, wait a second. Oh well, we'll get another picture. After the stream? Did you say that? Because low-key, I kind of didn't pay attention. If you did say that, you know, yeah, I mean, I don't even think I can hide behind my dyslexia right now. That's just me not reading. But yeah. Can you show all the scans for Kid Buu being stronger than Buhan? Yes, I can get that for you, 100%. Oh, motherfucker. It's once a year. Sakuna. Yeah, but, you know, I guess it's my bad. Well, actually, even in the streams, he often skips debating arguments because he just said, yeah, I don't debate, dog. Like, I'll debate what I think, but, you know, I'm not a debate goon. Like, especially, I debate Dragon Ball, if anything. Like, Dragon Ball is my home court. Anything outside of that, I really don't know enough to call myself an expert or a debater or anything like that. Please don't get the wrong idea. I am not all that. Alien X versus Zeno, who would win? I was about to say I don't know, but then I was like, wait a minute, yes I do. I know very much so who would win in a debate, in a fight like that, and it would 100% be Alien X, no questions asked. Unless you think Zeno is stronger than Arale, but honestly, like, low-key, that kind of... Like, yeah. But, you know, Arale is an exception, and I kind of don't like using Arale for scaling because of that. Because it's always like, where do you scale Goku? Oh, like, you know, low complex, you know? And then it's like, wait a minute, no, because I gotta take into account fucking... I gotta take into account fucking Arale. And it's like, oh, well. Yeah, we can... We'll just... Yeah, where is it? There's Ichigo. There it is. Boop. Okay, now you can see my stream. Mr. Lilos Adventure. Same can be said to anyone, because you said you just scaled Dragon Ball, and you said you don't know much outside that, but that's just equivalent to anyone debating or not. It doesn't even matter. Huh? Okay, let me repeat myself. I'm not made for debating. But yeah, someone asked for the Kid Buu scans. Here they are. Actually, hold on. Here it is. This is the purely evil, absolutely most powerful Ultimate Majin Buu. He has gone back to the original, most difficult, powerful Majin Buu. With strength that taxes the imagination. You're on a whole different level from all the Boos up to now. You guys can't even see it because of the fucking donations. Okay. We'll implement contingency. There. Okay, now you guys should be able to see a little better, but yeah. Absolutely most powerful. Most difficult. The original most difficult, powerful Majin Buu. Strength that taxes the imagination. A whole different level from all the Boos up to now. Okay, this is from the Son Goku Densetsu, published by Shueisha. That's when he faced the mightiest Majin Buu. His joy in fighting strong opinions is exactly the same as when he was a kid. I believe this is a repeat scan, but this is a purely... Yeah, this is a repeat scan. This is from Dragon Book Volume 7. The true pure form of Buu possesses the greatest of strength that at last appears. So, there you are. Let's see. There's one more. There's a couple more statements actually. This one, I think this is from Extreme Battle 2, Ultimate Extreme Battle 2. Don't quote me on that though. Although he's smaller and more childlike than the previous Boos, he's the most powerful and skilled. That's actually something that's really funny. A lot of these statements and guides. They don't just say that he's the most powerful Buu, they also say he's the most skilled Buu. And in my opinion, that is kind of evidence that kind of debunks the whole Kid Buu is a mindless berserker thing. Here Goku says stronger than anyone else I've ever fought before. It's debatable whether or not he fought Buuhan. You know, it wasn't really a fight, it was kind of a slaughter, but... And then, this is Vegeta. Is this the power those two have? This is a whole different league. And then, yeah, this is the same statement from earlier. But pretty much everyone seems to think that Kid Buu is the strongest version of Majin Buu. I moved it. Okay, hold on, 1 second. accidentally. What if we put them all at the bottom? Yeah, there. Okay, that should work a little better. Hopefully. Yeah, you should be able to see it now. If you can't, that is very unfortunate. I'll fix that, but yeah. Purely evil, absolutely the most powerful. This is from the narrator. This is from the Elder Kaio, if I remember correctly. He has gone back down to the original most difficult, powerful Majin Buu. This is also from the narrator. With strength that taxes the imagination. This is from Goku. You're on a whole different level from all the Buus up to now. Son Goku Dezetsu. That's when he faced the mightiest Majin Buu. This is also from the narrator, I believe. I think that's a repeat, actually. Yeah, that's a repeat. This is from the Dragon Book, Volume 7. This is the true, pure form of Buu, possessing the greatest of strength. Again, I believe this is from Ultimate Battle Collection 2, but don't quote me on that. Although he's smaller and more childlike than the previous Buus, he's the most powerful and skilled. Goku says here, stronger than anyone else I fought before. And then this is from Vegeta. This is a whole different league in reference to the power of Goku and Kid Buu. And then this is all Goku saying stuff like, you're ridiculously strong, your power, speed, and powers of recovery are all incredible, presumably referring to his regeneration, but, you know, there are many ways you can interpret it. Isn't Goku saying he hasn't fought set character as strong as them before is like his most usual statement? I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't know how that makes sense when all the power he had is gone. Fat Buu solos Bleach, you know, debatably. You know, you might be cooking, but yeah. Yeah, we can kind of hopefully that's not like covering them up too much. Oh yeah, that is 100% covering them up a lot. Yeah, we'll move you up there. We'll kind of put you down there and there. Everyone can still see Ichigo just fine, but yeah. Anime and the manga have different scaling for Dragon Ball, right? Yes and no. You're telling me Kid Buu is stronger than Bujito? Who is Bujito? Buu never absorbed Vegito properly, so that doesn't matter. Although you can actually make a good argument for Kid Buu being stronger than Vegito, in my opinion. It's a little funky, but it is, like, in my opinion, I like it. Okay. What's the name of the song? This is... Oh shit, okay. This is Bright Sound from Dry Lagoon, I believe. So, yeah. Bang, bang. The Goku versus Goku, the GT Goku versus Super Goku video, might take a little longer than expected. Should definitely be, you know, Dripsauce says Ichigo is small planetary. He does. He thinks Naruto is stronger than Ichigo. That's crazy. Not too unusual, I suppose, considering, you know, Naruto fans are absolute, you know, they're interesting. But, you know, it is kind of funny. That's all I'll say. But, yeah. You know, to each their... I want to say to each their own, but no. Fuck it. The fucking... I'm tired of the fucking... I'm tired, Dad. That's too damn bad. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Boruto is unwatchable for me? Yeah. People, anything above Super Saiyan 3 destroys Buu? What are you talking about? Oh, for Daima? Nope. So who is the most hacked out character in Bleach in a cross-verse battle apart from Aizen and Yuha? I think that would actually have to be... I think that would be... Does anyone here know if this stream actually had Bleach scaling in it? No, not really. Let me get some stuff for Bleach because I don't have scans on me, but I do know where I can get some. But yeah, when it comes to... Yeah, when it comes to the most hacked out character in Bleach, Grammy has close. Slight issues. We're good? Okay, we're good. Ichigo is trash? Oh, hell nah. Even if you don't think he's that strong, surely you can't think he's trash. What are we talking about? Some people are crazy. Yeah, the most hacked out character in Bleach, aside from Aizen and Yuha, would probably be Ichigo, honestly. Yeah. Because Ichigo has, like, conceptual sealing abilities, where he controls the concept of the color black. You know, he kind of, like, he can erase your name, like, blot out your name, I think. From what I've seen. So yeah, it'd probably be him, honestly, in like a cross-verse debate. Aside from Aizen and Yuha, of course, because those two are just those are the obvious picks. %, Borashiki over Madara after fighting his entire life. Madara isn't that powerful, dog. Like in context to the rest of the verse, 100%. So if it's like, if you're trying to argue a cross-verse or an inverse kind of thing, then yeah, that is bullshit. It's kind of like when you compare, you know, Cell to like current Krillin, and it's like, well, fucking current Krillin's gonna dog walk fucking current like Cell games Cell, obviously, or any Cell games character. Even the Buu Saga, you know, like you'd think that a fusion character would be stronger than like Yamcha, but honestly, at this point in Dragon Ball Super, you can make a pretty good case for Yamcha being above the Buu Saga entirely. Ichigo is very debunkable. What's that one meme of the cat just going like, "Rrr." Actually, it's debunkable. Like cat crashing out. I don't know what I'd have to look into that. Cats are so stupid. Okay, so actual, like, scaling for Bleach now, right? Based on actual shown feats in the series, you know, they're pretty concretely mountain level at least. Island level, you know, you can, Waco Mundo, you know, depending on the calc, is like country level to continental. However, I think there are guidebooks that kind of really bump up Waco Mundo. That get it up to like Krillin dog walks any cell. I was talking strictly Cell Games characters, dog. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm just gonna have this pop up every single time someone says fucking. Actually, it's the uncle. There we are. Cats are so stupid, dog. But yeah. Music is a bit loud. That's interesting. Thankfully, you guys can't see my screen. There we are. Got it to a good point. But... Is Bleach that good? Bleach is good, dog. Oh, fucking... Oh, I get to take my pot shots at fucking Super Eye Patch Wolf now. Super Eye Patch Wolf. You know, I like his videos on anything that isn't anime related. You know, his wrestling videos are amazing. His videos on Riverdale, amazing. His video on Fear and Hunger, that's an incredible video. That's actually why I started playing Fear and Hunger, which is very good, by the way, but don't play it if you're under 18. His Liminal Space video, great. His Nathan Fielder video, that was also really good. What the Internet Did to Garfield, like, these are videos I would play, like, on loop, you know, when I was in my bed-rotting era. But here's the thing, right? Here's the issue. His other videos on anime are fucking shit. They're terrible. His Chainsaw Man video sucks. It's like, man didn't even pay attention. And like Chainsaw Man's a very, you know, like interpretation-based kind of show or manga, so like I can kind of excuse it a little bit, but just wash the just wash off the ink with water, duh. How is Bleach multi-galaxy? I don't know. Versus Battle Wiki has your answer. Yeah. Yeah, Waco Mundo has statements from the data books that get it up to like high universal. It has like infinite sand in it or something. I might be confusing it with a different area, but yeah. Ichigo during the fight with Grimmjow is at least island level, like island plus. And then with the how am I doing? Oh, hello there, Photoons Animations. I'm doing very well, thank you. Scale the anime from multi-galaxy at a low ball. That's pretty good. That's pretty good in my opinion. I don't really want to show scans right now, but I haven't. Yeah, okay. But yeah, Ichigo during the fight with Grimmjow was at least Island Plus level, but you can get him way higher. Some people argue he's like Moon level during that because his Bankai, was it his Bankai? It might have been his Bankai, but his Bankai is able to output like 1/32, I don't know how you would pronounce that, but 1/32, I guess, I don't know, I don't care, of the power to replicate of a machine that can like destroy anything in the Soul Society, which is at least, you know, like a planet, right? It could be debatably like even the universe, dog, like. And then you kind of, but you know, Bleach has some crazy wank that you can implement. But yeah. And then you can kind of scaling chain up that. But... Can Ichigo beat SpongeBob? SpongeBob's 9th dimension. It's very hard to make any sort of argument for SpongeBob in this kind of situation. for Ichigo in this situation. The endless desert of Dubai tier statements? Yeah. How far is the lobster that lost to Oh, you mean Dagon? Getting a Naruto? Dagon is, like, really weak. Like, Dagon's debatably the weakest of the disaster curses, honestly. You can maybe argue Hanami, but no, it's probably Dagon. So Dagon would scale below, like, the Jogo's Meteor thing. He's maybe, like, small city, large town level, but honestly, even that might be a little bit much. The Moik gets... Hold on, let me look this up. It was Aizen that said that, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Aizen achieves some sort of, like, conceptual level power-up. Not conceptual. Transcendental level power-up. And you can argue it's, like, flowery language or a hyperbole, but... in my opinion, it is kind of, like, explicitly stated. My bad. But yeah, that was after Aizen took out... But yeah, that was Aizen after took out a creature that has authority over space and time. Authority over space and time. Yeah, so that's kind of the little scaling chain you can make for that. Why are you using versus battle wiki? I don't know, dog. Wait, hold on. Is my stream still open? No, it's not. Okay, good. I don't use versus battle for scaling. What I do is I look on versus battle, and it's always a low ball. It's always a low ball. So it's like, okay, so, you know, that character is at least that strong. That character is likely 2 tiers above, but, you know, it's at least that strong. But yeah. You can make a lot of apologetics for a lot of things in Bleach. A few years ago, the big 3 were planetary. What made everyone change their minds? So, really, the issue with that kind of stuff is that back in the day, you know, during the Heian era of power scaling, I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, no one really, okay. No one really had any of the guidebooks that we have now. No one really had any of the translations either. So automatically, there goes a lot of that kind of stuff right there. And then especially for verses like Naruto and One Piece and Bleach, no one really counted filler as canon. So it was only manga. It was manga only stuff that you were allowed to use in a debate. And that does really limit what people are able to use. And then usually, even if there were feats and statements, you know, there aren't any calcs for that kind of stuff back then. You know, people would just kind of like guesstimate what it meant or how much energy like If you blow up a mountain, you know, that's only mountain level, you know. You can take other factors into account, like atomic destruction, subatomic destruction, you know, that kind of stuff, how fast you did it, but no. For those guys, back in the day, it was like, okay, you destroyed an island level. Created, like a decently sized world on a, like, country level. People didn't really have calcs back then, so that's the issue. That would low-key probably be the logic behind that. Yeah. I'm not good at power scaling. Even my own stuff I get wrong. Like, maybe my own stuff is 3.5D. 3.5D. That's pretty funny. Do people say Naruto's planetary because Kaguya has some dimension power? Like, she created worlds or something, right? Kind of? But not really. The issue with that is... Kaguya is at least planetary, based on the feats that happen in Naruto. She scales above them. The big issue is that you kind of... there's some guidebooks that kind of throw into question whether or not Kaguya creates her realms, or if she just conquers her realms. And some people argue it doesn't matter, some people argue it does matter. The lowballed interpretation is that Kaguya is planetary, but she doesn't like create her realm, she just conquers them. Maybe the higher interpretation would be something like Kaguya is planetary because she creates her realms. And they're like planet-sized realms with like a sun and all that. And then you can push this even higher with, like, the video games and stuff. And you can honestly push it way higher to, like, low multi using space-time scaling. But in my opinion, it isn't that concrete. Who do you think is strong between Krillin and Tien? They're both strong, but I'm assuming this is asking me who is stronger than the other? And, you know, if I can give my opinion on it, you know. Krillin is technically stated to be the strongest Earthling many times. But yeah. I have a pixel calc for Luffy's Barinjin gun having large planetary AP. Gonna ignore that. Dog. But yeah. We still good? Okay. Can't stop dropping the mic in these recent streams. But yeah. Getting handed 90% of his powers for free and surpassing... Oh, Boruto? I don't know. I don't... What do you... Oh. Favorite power system? Chainsaw Man, 100%. Love the contracts kind of you know, you gotta give something up. You gotta like equivalent exchange, kind of the same stuff that a Full Metal Alchemist has, which is also a really good power system. You know, it's the kind of stuff that blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Jurino, the guy with GER. Chi-Chi is so ugly and deep. What the no. We're not gonna... Okay. I'll get to you in a second. But we're not gonna be I do not stand fucking Chi-Chi hate. DBS Chi-Chi is beautiful. And I don't want to hear fucking anything about that. She's literally just wearing like a slightly altered version of her Cell Saga attire. What are you talking about? Like, really, the worst part is that she's, like, screaming most of the time. But you can just chalk that up to Toei's bad writing decisions. Like, especially in the manga, Chi-Chi. But yeah, I will not stand for this slander. Yeah, What do you mean, dog? She looks the exact same. What, you don't like high buns? Is that the issue? Is that like the, you know, like the one problem? You know, and honestly, I like the high bun, honestly. You don't like the shorter hair that she has? She does kind of look like she literally has that Lego hair. Where it's like she has Lego hair, honestly. That's probably the only issue there. It really comes down to how she's drawn, low-key, because like she looks just fine whenever she's being drawn by someone, you know, who isn't being rushed like Toyotaro. You know, like that's fine. You know, when the super animators are having to rush out an episode every like week. And they only have like three production weeks, you know, maybe things aren't gonna look the best, but you haven't answered the Jurino thing? Oh yeah. Or is it Gorino? I can't pronounce his name. Let's see. The thing about GER is that it's kind of gonna, like, just demolish everyone. But maybe, you know, maybe he might not defeat, you know, Yuha, maybe. And then, you know, maybe they might not defeat Aizen. But really, those are the only two characters I can kind of make any sort of argument for, low-key. Ichigo, maybe. You know, Ichigo has some resistances to some things. But, you know, it's not the, like... Even that would kind of be pushing it, in my opinion. Goodness. There we are. Y'all really be slandering Chi-Chi for, like, no reason. Like, the only issue is that Toei seems to think that she yells all the time. And, like, that's low-key just because Toei can't write her good at all. Oh, goodness. Okay. What the fuck is this thing? Reschedule? Oh, yeah. Goodness gracious. Okay. You jump scared me with the super chat there, but... Who thinks Ichigo is trash? No one. Even Bleach haters probably have, like, no issue. Like, low-key, if you have an issue with Ichigo, like, the most normal man on the planet... damn it, this is fucking City Escape. I got copyright claimed for fucking City Escape. I have to change. I have to talk over it, like, the entire time, or I'm gonna have to change the track, one of the two. And low-key, while I'm doing this... we'll put you right there. I hope that's good, but yeah. I'll put you... Yeah, that should be fine. But yeah, okay, time to go back to the... Yeah, we can't really have that be a thing. There we are. Yeah, I do kind of... we can do it in like an hour. You know, that'll probably be... We can have 1 hour for this, for me to wrap up stream and all that. Oh yeah, how much should I pay you for that money? You're asking me about the... Okay, are you asking me to react to a video, or are you asking me to make a video? For, I think it was Deku versus Luffy, yeah. Depends on, you know, what you want. You know, do you want, like, a big video? Do you want a little video? Like, I'll make, like, a 60-second short for $1. Like, low-key. Like, that's kind of my... She ugly? No, she's not. Like, especially when Toyotaro is the one drawing her, you know. Like, really, that's the issue. It's because the people at Toei, you know, can't draw women. They can't draw men either, so it's a bit... Yeah, no, like... And then, compare it to, like, Saiyan Saga Chi-Chi? Like, yeah, she looks better in the Saiyan Saga, but that's because, you know, she was maybe only, like, literally 20 years younger, I think? Like, how old was Goku during the Saiyan Saga? I think he was, like, literally only 20 or something, roughly. Yeah, she's older. Like, you want a woman to stop aging or something? It was low key. Like, that's all you, to be fair. But at the same time, you know, I'm not. You know, I won't. I can't comment on that too much, dog, because there's nothing for me to comment on. Also, like, Toriyama's art style evolved, and even the anime's art style. Like, Dragon Ball was on the fucking, like, 10 years. Yeah, like, human women age, dog. Honestly, Chi-Chi looks younger in Dragon Ball Super than she does in, like... Well, no, that's Bulma. Bulma looks younger. Chi-Chi honestly looks relatively the same, low-key. Aside from very minor, you know, differences, but... Again. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, Chi-Chi in Dragon Ball Super is low-key just her Buu Saga design, but with, like, some arm covering. She's covering her arms now. So, like, what is the issue? Like, what is the problem here? Because, low-key, like, I don't see the issue. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I got you, boy. I got you. Yeah. That'll hopefully, you know, I might honestly like kind of make that today, but no, where is it? Image based number 7. Put you right there. That'll work. Yeah. The weakest character in Dragon Ball who could solo Bleach? Depends on your scaling for Bleach, but honestly, probably like, I don't know, Kid Buu. Like, I think that's the... No, because characters like Yuha and Aizen. You need either like fate resistance or like immeasurable speed to counter Yuha. Honestly. From my experience, you know, maybe there's some other counters for Yuha that I don't know about, but to my current knowledge, nothing. Chi-Chi over all of JJK? Yeah, that's funny. Ichigo is lucky enough to take out a baby. Buu would destroy Yuha. How? Tell me how! That one trash data book says that her power level is 130. It's not trash, it's V-Jump, dog. You might be thinking of the stupid ass fucking... I completely forgot what I was talking about. 1 second, hold on. Yeah, Yuha is literally like, oh damn dog, fucking that timeline be looking fresh. Let me hop over. No, you're thinking of the stupid ass RPG guidebook. Who the power level is like a 300, so that's the issue there. Okay. But actually, though. Could Aizen take out Zamasu? Do you mean Fusion Zamasu? Because I don't know if he's got that, man. Maybe regular Zamasu. But even then, you know, it's kind of... Honestly, no. Like, maybe. Maybe. Power level of 180 can destroy the moon. That is actually false. Master Roshi's power level at that point was was below 139 actually. I forgot what I was talking about again. Hold on. Why do I keep forgetting what I'm trying to say? Oh, yeah. What if Fu contributed to the Spirit Sword that Future Trunks used in order to gain lots of time energy? If you wanted that to be like a headcanon for you, I could definitely see that being fun. you know. Long's Take says that CC Goku is complex multiversal. I agree with him. I think he's low-key spitting. Like, honestly, I think he's right. I think he only has him at, like, 6 or 7D. Like, you know, the details are a little scuffed, but I low-key don't think he's that strong, comparatively speaking. I think he's overhyped a lot. 139 was before Roshi got buff. Oh, okay. I didn't explain myself that well, but here's basically the method for that, right? Bleach versus Golden Frieza. He's not getting past Yua, and he's not getting past Aizen. And that's basically all you need to know. 139 was before Roshi got buff. That was Roshi's power level during the 22nd Tenkaichi, not during the 21st Tenkaichi. That's the issue. And then the next kind of issue would probably be Goku. Okay, so Master Roshi doesn't think that he can defeat King Piccolo with his max power Kamehameha. And King Piccolo, when he's young, has a power level of 260. King Piccolo, when he's old, you know, old King Piccolo, is much weaker than that. But he is stronger than a Goku who has a power level of 180. So it's very like Master Roshi's power level during the King Piccolo saga is 180. So he gets a power jump from the 22nd Tenkaichi to the King Piccolo saga. So here's the thing. There's 3 years between the 21st and the 22nd Tenkaichi. And Master Roshi trains during that time, in which he gets a power level of 139. And that's when... Fucking hell. But yeah. That is when you kinda... My brain is blanking right now, but... Xeno Broly versus Super Broly. Xeno Broly fought like 2 versions of Vegito at the same time. Like even if you wanted to argue like it's not like the same kind of Vegito, like low key, I'm gonna be so. But yeah. Long's Takes versus Kazi versus Drip Sauce. Ain't no way she's come close to early Master Roshi. I would argue it's actually consistent with the narrative and the story. Because Master Roshi, during the 23rd Tenkaichi, he's like, he doesn't even participate in the tournament. So you could honestly argue Chi-Chi having a power level of 130 is a low ball. And he says like his power doesn't even reach the top of Goku's feet. And then he says that like everyone at the tournament, like Yamcha, Krillin, Ten Shinhan, he thinks all of those guys would body him. Yeah, that's kind of what I think about that. That is just me, though. I've been gone for a while and we still talk about Chi-Chi. Apparently, Chi-Chi scaling is controversial. Maybe the next one has to be a Chi-Chi debate. I was gonna do Ichigo versus Naruto, just because I think it'd be funny. But, you know, maybe we'll do Chi-Chi next time. Yeah. Oh yeah, someone was asking. Yeah, I know. Ichigo destroys Naruto. In my opinion, anyway. Ichigo's like low multi, in my opinion. Naruto's only like universal. Like like maybe like 4D, like maybe uni plus maybe. Like I think they're both 4D. Ichigo's stronger though, honestly. Faster, you could probably debate that, honestly. And then obviously Naruto has all his stupid ass fucking hacks abilities, but low-key, I don't know if any of them would work on Ichigo. The whole Bleach chain scale, I will look at that, yeah. Naruto destroys Ichigo? No, he doesn't. Like, what are you talking about? But yeah. End of GT Goku speed? Probably irrelevant, honestly. Is Ki and Black Clover and Ki and Dragon Ball the same thing? Not even close. Ichigo versus undoubtedly first? Who is that? Naruto versus Zoro! Naruto is not universal in my opinion. People don't scale to their abilities. They do in Bleach because you can't hurt someone who's stronger than you. I guess you could debate that. I don't know. That would be really funny though. That would be really funny. If, you know, Naruto is still only like planetary or something. No, Naruto should just be like objectively way higher than that. But that's a different story. But yeah, that's just my opinion. What if Luffy replaced Naruto and Shippuden? Well, Madara's winning. Madara wins the Great Ninja War. Honestly, in my opinion, that's just what would happen. I just said irrelevant. Irrelevant speed, dog. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but that's just what I think, in my opinion. Naruto's that one guy flexing that he got a job at Deli. That's funny. Thank you for all the stuff you sent me for Bleach. I will read through it, and we will, you know, we'll look through it and all that good stuff. You know, maybe I should actually do some scaling for these scaling streams, because I make a thumbnail like this, and it's just like, ugh. I'm just kind of like, well, Ichigo is stronger than you think. Why? I don't know. Dibs versus? I don't know what those are, dog. Low-key, I live under a rock. Like, if you find a rock, chances are you'll find me under that rock. You'll find me under said rock 100% of the time. We'll probably start wrapping up stream. We can do... Yeah, we're in the middle of Meteor Herd. Probably do... Oh, I want to skip to Mystic Ruins. Yeah, we'll do Mystic Ruins. And then maybe... Sonic Adventure by far has... Sonic Adventure just has the best fucking music, in my opinion. It's... I love it. Did you see the Madara versus Aizen death battle? Yes, I did. It was really bad. Ichigo getting cooked by current Naruto. Current Naruto doesn't even have Kurama. What are you talking about? This is like that one kid who's like fucking, my dad could beat up your dad, and like his dad is like fucking in a wheelchair. Like, no. Whatever, you know, whatever. Yes, I am planning on streaming tomorrow. Don't disrespect anything like who, huh? Taking Kurama away from Naruto was such a bad writing decision. I like it in concept. The issue is that Kurama's kind of like the one guy Naruto kind of always talked to, from my understanding of it, so... But no, yeah, 100%. Ichigo, 100%. Ichigo versus Saitama. $500 for a face reveal. I do like money. I do really like money. Yeah, if anyone drops $500, which they're not, but if they do, I'll give you a face reveal, 100%. Who has better hands, Naruto or Goku? Goku, 100%. I want to apologize for getting mad at you earlier. I thought you ignored my comment on purpose, but now I'm realizing you probably just didn't notice it. Yeah, here's the thing. I am a... Okay, so, low-key, here's some lore about me, right? I have dyslexia, for one. I'm a Dragon Ball fan, so obviously I have dyslexia. I can't read, but, you know, other than that, I have, you know, like ADHD, all that fun stuff. So I don't really like pay attention to things, and it is a detriment, 100%. Not medicated. You know, those are expensive. Fucking. So yeah. Yeah. I guess that is my bad. You know what? Actually, no. I am sorry for kind of. I don't know if I was rude per se, but I, in retrospect, don't like how I acted. So, you know, fair enough. We can just agree to, you know, forgive and forget and let bygones be bygones and all that good stuff. Himawari beating Ichigo? Ah, hell no. You feel bad for me. Why? Why do you feel bad for me? What is dyslexia? Dyslexia is, yeah, HQ has a good definition. When letters shuffle and twist and make details scrambled or even missing, yeah. So like I can read something and it's like I did not absorb that shit at all into my psyche because all the words are like scrambled. But yeah, why would you feel bad, dog? I have you guys. I'm fucking living the high life. What are you talking about? I love my life. I think my life's awesome. But, you know, to each their own, I suppose. No, it's not a vision problem, it's a mental thing. It's like a brain problem. You know, because I see words just fine. It's in my head. They kind of fuck up. But it's fun. Oh yeah, I do have ADHD. And I have I like Metal Gear, dog. Like, I like Metal Gear. Penis butter. But yeah. Also, I've heard of ADHD. It's attention deficit hyperactive disorder, right? Do you use scripts for my videos? No. That shit's a pussy. No, I shouldn't make that. But Naruto's kids would destroy Bleach? No, they wouldn't. Not even close. Oh yeah, someone asked me. It was like Tanjiro versus Bleach, or Tanjiro versus Ichigo. No, it was Ichigo versus Trunks. Equal stats, no powers. So basically, they want to know who would win like a sword fight. Is Luffy going to be star end of for One Piece? I don't use it. Oh, thank you, Mr. Lee Lost Adventures. I do appreciate it, but I don't believe it was your fault entirely. I don't act like this usually. I have a very large personality on stream, so yeah, you're fine. Don't worry. Bygones are bygones and all that stuff. Leave the demons to his demons, that kind of stuff. I genuinely, generally, that's what I meant to say, but I generally don't hold grudges at all. I honestly think that's kind of silly in my opinion. Yeah, I like going up instead of out. Yeah, I think that's just funnier. But yeah, no, you're fine, 100%. Outer Versal Yuha. That would be so funny. That would be hilarious, but, you know. Wait, what would be funny? Wait a minute. I need to keep track of what I say. Hold on, 1 second. Oh, yeah, Yuha. Outer Yuha. Where do you scale Sun Wukong? Boundless. Blessed? Yeah. Yeah, and your channel is bigger than mine anyway. No, it's not. Nah, you... Low-key, you were kind of spitting with the view count thing. You know. But yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. You're fine. Squad Zero anime details upscale Aizen? Yeah, they do. Honestly, low-key, Aizen probably smokes most of Squad Zero, if not all of them. Honestly. That's just my opinion, but yeah. High outer Yuha. I have to look at this. Okay. I might look through it, yeah. Nah, I was just being mean looking back on it. I didn't need to say all that. Nah, but I was also kind of like I didn't say anything too bad, if I remember correctly, other than kind of like saying my channel's bigger, which, I mean, subscriber count doesn't mean everything. My feelings did get hurt a little bit when you called me like a Seth the Programmer clone. That kind of wounded my pride. But yeah, it's fine. All good, you know. If Yuha is high outer, honestly, that's pretty. That's great, but I don't think it's likely personally. That's just me though. You know, maybe I'll read it and be like, oh damn, yeah, this shit makes sense, but. Oh yeah. What's your definition of no powers in a debate? I always interpret that to mean like no special abilities. So like physical stats are fine, but you know like Goku for example, it would only be kind of like hacks. It would only be like raw hands, no ki blasts or anything like that. Thank you. But yeah. Probably gonna wrap up stream right now. I got stuff to do, but Goku is outer versal and he solos fiction. Cope. As funny as that would be, probably not. Crazy how Archie Sonic solos most fiction. If you have like a good Archie Sonic scale, 100%, you can like join the Discord and send it, because I haven't really seen anyone with a good Archie Sonic scale. I love the Dreamcast. By far my favorite console. But yeah, we got any last minute questions? What are Goku's hacks and hacks resistances? Like everything, dog. Goku's got like a resistance for everything, man. If I gotta be honest, like compare Goku's like hacks and resistances to like other people's. How strong was Joy Boy? I don't know who Joy Boy is, dog. I gotta be so honest with you. Perfect Cell versus Cosmic Fear Garo. I think Perfect Cell, but that's just my opinion, you know. To each their own. What do you mean everything? I mean everything! Goku has at least, like, one example of him resisting, like, everything. You know, Goku's got, like, you want to argue mind hacks? Goku has, like, multiple examples for being above mind hacks. You want to argue, like, sealing? I guess sealing Goku away would be viable. I think that's the only kind of... That would be the only real little caveat there. What's my job? I work at Whole Foods, dog. Honestly, I make more money from YouTube than I do at Whole Foods, so... Well, that's just me. That's crazy, but yeah. You basically sold the One Piece verse 800 years ago. Ooh. Oh, if he soloed the verse, then like he doesn't scale to anyone. Goku is stronger than Zamasu, who could resist the Mafuba. Well, yeah, but you'd have to argue the Mafuba is like really high in terms of like sealing abilities, which is not. It's debatably only like a conceptual, not conceptual. It's debatably only like a spiritual kind of sealing, but honestly, the sealing ability that Beerus uses is better, in my opinion. But yeah. The real outer-versal Goku was the friends we made along the way. I have not scaled any Final Fantasy characters. If Gotenks can break out of the time chamber, I doubt any sealing is going to stop, bro. If you, like, try to seal him away with, like, maybe, like, some sort of conceptual... Not conceptual. If you try to seal him away with some sort of... maybe like space and time related sealing ability, then yeah. I said perfect cell. Perfect cell, 100%. Oh shit, okay, yeah. I gotta go. But yeah, perfect cell, Moggs, Garo, Joy Boy. I don't know if he scales to anyone, but just I'll assume he scales above everyone, so he scales above Whitebeard and get like large planetary. Where do I scale Ichigo? Low multi. Personally. That's just me though. Goku forgot the tag for the Mafuba. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with that. But yeah. Goodbye everyone. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. We did some good work today. Oh. Lilo Adventures, I think? Yeah. Lilos Adventures. Dog, I've been streaming for like nearly like 2.5 hours at this point. I got stuff I need to do. Please let me make videos. But yeah. You have to use a special chant on the Chaos Emerald to make the Master Emerald the Chaos Emerald, and that'd be really weird, but yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Fucking. Urgh. No, we can stay. We can fucking. We can do a little more, I guess. 10 minutes, and I'm leaving. 10 more minutes, and then no more after that. No matter what you tell. No matter what you say. Bam. Yeah, you got me for 10 more minutes, and then I gotta go. Can you scale South Park? Damn, fucking okay. Let's see. South Park. What do they have, really? There's Kyle, when he kind of achieves, like, true nirvana, you know? He's probably, like... He might be boundless, honestly, but, like, low-key... boundless essentially means unbounded by any sort of power limitation. So, like, even outer versal, that's a power limitation, right? Boundless is what everyone hypes up infinite to be. Ichigo loses to Kawaki. I mean, I like Kawaki just fine and all, but he beats Ichigo. I think that's cap. I don't know if man can beat, you know, Ichigoat. You talk like a parent that has been convinced by his child to eat at McDonald's. I take care of all my kids. I take care of all my children. Daddy Unremarkables has got you. Metacooler is immeasurable speed, Doug. Like, look, don't let Lonk convince you otherwise. Stay true to the immeasurable speed Metacooler agenda. React to Metal Sonic versus Cell fan battle. Yeah, we'll do that. The people from the Wayfair commercials. I actually do know a little bit about the McDonald's power scaling. And honestly, no one from any of the Wayfair commercials are doing anything to fucking Ronald McDonald, dog. Like, honestly, Ronald is like a different breed, if I can be entirely honest with you. Ronald might beat Luffy. No, maybe not that, but, you know, maybe. Oh, goodness. I should collab with Film Theory. That'd be funny. Do I have a schedule for my streams? Kind of. So the current strategy is right now stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the weekends are probably going to be streamless, but other than that, yeah, that's basically the... What is Ronald gonna do? Ronald's gonna rock... Ronald's just gonna slam them. Ronald's gonna destroy them. In my opinion. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Could a single Metacooler solo Naruto? Here's the thing. You know what's crazy? Metacooler in the guidebooks, in Daizenshuu 6, is actually stated multiple times to have infinite power. So already he's low-key kind of up there with the Naruto top tiers in terms of stats. And then... with the, after that, you kind of get into some interesting topics. What got me into power scaling? It's actually rather simple. What got me into power scaling, and it was the fact that people could not scale Dragon Ball GT to save their lives. GT always got like a really bad rap in the power scaling community for like no reason. Like I had legit debates with people that yeah, I had legit debates with people on whether or not GT was even universal. So that's kind of the start of the unremarkable lore as to why I started debating. And getting into scaling and all that. Could Detective Columbo solve the Kira case? Who the fuck is Columbo? I honestly don't know who that guy is. Columbo. I've heard of him before. Yeah, he's from a drama series, right? Maybe. I haven't seen the show at all, but, you know, maybe. You know, sometimes characters do some wacky things. And honestly, I've seen weirder, so, you know, you could probably make a pretty good argument. Power scale my channel's secret lore? I don't know about that, dog. Let's see. I'd say GT scales multiversal just because we're only taking out a galaxy with a single tank. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. You dare me to scale Naruto over Goku? What's the dare? Like, what kind of dare we talking here? Is it like a triple dog dare? You daring me or you're like leak my Snapchat DMs? Like, what kind of dare is this? Excuse me. Joy Boy had all 5. I don't even know what those are, dog. Hold on 1 second. The fuck is a Grossi Imu? Yeah, I don't know how strong these things are, dog. Like, but yeah, a triple dog dare. Yes, I sound sleepy. I'm tired. I'm hungry, dog. Like, I gotta do like 2 things after this, man. I gotta record a video, and then after that, I gotta record like a fucking. And after that, I gotta do a thing for the podcast. Like, I'm tired. I'm sleepy, dog. Good night, HQ. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I do appreciate it, but. Prove that Goku hasn't creeped universal powers yet. Okay. Yeah. I was about to, like, clock out. Ugh. I'll leave you with this. If you want Naruto over Goku, you can do 2 things, right? 1, you may be able to argue that Goku... You might try to downplay the cosmology of the Dragon Ball universe. Like, for example, if you think it's just low multi, you know, if you think it's only, like... If you think Goku's in, like, that multiversal tier, then this is actually really easy. Argue Goku is just, like, multiversal in MUI. He'd be pretty deep into it, but, like, this is where you kind of really get into some good-ass Naruto shit, right? You argue that Kaguya is low multi due to her realms. And then after that, you want to argue that Baryon mode Naruto, because Naruto should scale to her, like, not in base, but like in one of his lower forms, right? And, you know, those have, like, not finite, but those have, like, smaller multipliers. And then for Naruto, you know, because you have Baryon mode, right? Baryons, you know, they detonate, like, tons of energy, man. Like, low-key, you could argue that Baryon mode Naruto is, like, billions of times stronger than regular Naruto. Like, you could argue tens of billions, hundreds of billions in terms of multiplier. I wouldn't personally, but you could argue that. So yeah, that would kind of be the method. Downplay MUI Goku to like multiversal, and then just upscale Naruto to also multiversal. But basically just argue that Naruto's deeper into multiversal. And that would be how you do it. That's how you get Naruto over Goku. Okay, ending stream now. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I do appreciate y'all.